In the United States, over 2.5 million women will experience some sort of violence each year. In the Linn-Benton County area alone, over 5,000 adults and teens will experience sexual or domestic violence this year. CARDV helps address this serious reality. The Center Against Rape and Domestic Violence is a private, nonprofit organization serving survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault in Linn and Benton counties. CARDV's mission is twofold: provide services and support to those affected by sexual and domestic violence, and provide education and leadership within the community to change the societal conditions that cultivate these forms of violence. CARDV works with a network of resources, including law enforcement, housing services, sexual assault response teams, and schools, to ensure that survivors and community members are supported in the most effective manner possible.
I am still very new to the program and I have a lot to learn yet, but I feel secure in getting all the info I need.
CARDV hotlines received more than 5,000 calls from survivors in 2009 seeking help. CARDV advocates answer the hotline 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, offering crisis intervention, support, information, and referral.
CARDV hotline, this is Carly.
Hi, Carly. This is Patty. I'm the sexual assault nurse examiner on tonight. I'm here at Lebanon Hospital, and we have a patient that I'm hoping that you can come in and help us with.
Okay, I can be there in 20 minutes.
Okay, great. I'll see you soon. We're here in the emergency department.
CARDV advocates responded to hospitals in Lebanon, Albany, and Corvallis, and the OSU Health Services more than 90 times in 2009. CARDV advocates can respond immediately when domestic violence or sexual assault occurs. Advocates provide short or long-term assistance.
I really appreciate the advocates caring about me as a person in need.
CARDV is one of 5 domestic violence programs nationwide selected to participate in the lethality assessment program. Advocates and all 8 local law enforcement agencies were trained to administer this short assessment tool immediately after an incident of domestic violence. This helps first responders understand how dangerous a situation is. Survivors are then immediately connected with CARDV through the 24-hour hotline.
Hi, this is Officer Christine Molina with the Corvallis Police Department. I'm on scene at the report of a domestic violence situation, and I have a victim who's screened in on the lethality assessment, and I'd like her to speak to an advocate if we could.
Okay, well, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Can you please hand her the phone so I can let her know I'll be there soon?
Thank you.
Each year, CARDV advocates assist more than 4,000 adults, teens, and children. Nearly 1,000 of these contacts are in person. CARDV advocates are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Thank you for all your kindness and understanding and listening. I will never forget what you have done for my children and I.
More than 160 adults and children required a safe place in the CARDV shelter in 2009. This equals more than 2,000 nights when a warm and safe bed was needed.
I would like to thank all of the staff members for helping me and making me and my kids feel safe in a safe home.
In 2009, advocates logged almost 21,000 miles to assist clients. CARDV advocates provide transportation to shelters, court, medical appointments, meetings with law enforcement, or whatever the client requires for her safety, whenever possible.
I want to thank everyone for being there when I needed you the most, for a safe place, and for helping me get back on my feet.
Sexual assault response teams are trained to ensure that services to victims are timely, comprehensive, and compassionate. Sexual assault response teams include CARDV advocates, law enforcement, sexual assault nurse examiners, district attorneys, and victims' assistants.
CARDV did a wonderful job communicating with me about my circumstances. They gave me options for things to do for myself.
CARDV advocates work hard to be available to survivors and their families, and to support them as they navigate the criminal justice system. Lynn County has established a domestic violence court where one judge is dedicated to domestic violence cases. The court is effective at holding offenders accountable and improving victim safety.
Thank you guys so much for letting me know I am strong enough and that I can make it on my own.
CARDV advocates are at the Lynn and Benton County courthouses every day to assist those seeking restraining or stalking orders. CARDV provides crucial support as survivors try to navigate the legal system. Advocates can answer questions about the legal process or what to expect next. They also help develop a safety plan and provide other resources.
I am very grateful. Thanks for all the love and support for my family and for myself.
CARDV advocates work with survivors of domestic violence to sustain a violence-free life for themselves and for their children. CARDV provides peer counseling, education, information, and referrals through one-on-one appointments and weekly support groups. From 2008 to 2009, CARDV advocates had more than 1,500 advocacy meetings with adults and more than 170 meetings with teens and children. More than 85 support group meetings were held for survivors of sexual abuse and domestic violence. These support groups are vital in allowing survivors to know they are not alone and there is ongoing support for them and their families.
I am grateful for the sincere help I received here. My son and I will always look at this experience as a blessing. CARDV is a positive place for a new life to begin. I feel I can call anytime I need to talk.
CARDV provides education programs for children and teens in grades K through 12. The education programs are comprehensive and empower children and teens with the right to feel safe. The Plain Talk program is designed for students in grades K through 6. Children take part in role-playing, practice adult support, and learn safety skills. Children can ask questions of presenters and are provided a safe space to talk and learn freely. The Taking Action Against Dating Violence program is designed for middle and high school students in Corvallis, Philomath, Monroe, Sweet Home, Kings Valley, Halsey, Lebanon, and Albany. The program encourages students to look at gender roles and how rigid gender roles may lead to dating violence. Students learn to build and maintain healthier relationships, and they learn how to access community resources.
It was such a supportive and non-judgmental experience. I am blessed. Thank you.
CARDV is constantly looking to strengthen and improve their programs and partnerships with the goal of making certain every survivor in the area is provided with the support they need to have safer homes. CARDV advocates join with survivors to support them as they gain the skills to establish safety in their lives. CARDV, through outreach and educational programs, changes the societal conditions that create sexual assault and domestic violence. Advocates are continually working to make sure survivors are aware of the resources available to them.
You guys helped me so much during the hard times, and I've gained immeasurable knowledge and clarity by staying here.
It is vital that survivors and their families do not feel alone. CARDV provides services, support, and education to change conditions that cultivate violence. CARDV advocates work hand in hand with survivors to help create this social change. No one should feel unsafe in their own home or in their own community. Everyone must know they are not alone. CARDV is a safe place and provides hope for today and tomorrow.
There was an episode that occurred in which my ex was becoming physically violent with, pushing and kicking and intimidation and threatening. I remember going into the closet and making the phone call to Mary, and she was very supportive and let me know that I wasn't alone, and that what I was going through was not okay. So I drove up to Corvallis and I called CARDV and I said that I wanted to come in and that I needed confidential housing and that I was basically ready. So they were ready to come and get me like right then, and they arranged to meet me in a parking lot. And I can remember it was Rachel who I met, and I remember, oh man, I was so scared, and I felt alone, and I felt like a failure. But I met Rachel, and she brought me in, and she immediately hugged me and enveloped me in all of her warmth and support. And from that moment on, I knew that that I wasn't alone. Everything is made possible now. Just with the help of CARDV, I mean, I'm where I'm at now, and I love where I'm at now. I love my job. My kids are in a good place. They're in a good space. Like I said, we're getting ready to buy our first house. That's like so exciting. I never ever thought that I would be there at that point. It's almost like it's happening to somebody else. I'm in a place now where I feel comfortable and safe coming forward and telling my story, but many women still aren't there. Many of the voices that you've heard in this video are those women's stories, but read by someone else. Your continuing support of CARDV will benefit the women who are in here now, who just made that first step of coming in and will need their support and services to continue to find the person that they are inside of them and let that person out, and to stop being afraid and to move forward with their lives and move forward in such a way that they are successful. To take the steps that I've taken to get where I am now, it's very hard for them to see that at this point because they're at the very beginning. But I'm the end point, and other women like me who've gone through it and have come out at the other end and would not be here and would not be in this situation. I mean, I'm about to buy my own house without CARDV, without them, who knows where I would be.
Thank you for supporting CARDV, for making our community safer for all families, and for making a difference in the lives of thousands of adults, teens, and children each and every year.